What the fuck did I just watch? What's up, fiends? Alucard here. Welcome to my 100th movie review. And what better way to celebrate than with a long requested film? Oh boy, it's a doozy. We're talking about the 1989 dark comedy body horror film, Society. Directed by Brian Yuzna and stars Billy Warlock, Devin DeVasquez, Evan Richards, Ben Meyerson, with a bit part from Heidi Kozak, fresh off of her role from Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood. Society is about a teenage boy named Bill who lives with his upper-class family in a big Beverly Hills mansion. He seems to be a model student at Beverly Hills Academy, where he letters in basketball and is running for student body president. From the beginning, we learn that Bill has an odd relationship with his family and is very leery of them. He even believes he may be adopted. He begins to witness strange occurrences, such as his sister's back pulsating.
You okay?
Sure.
So you want to tell me what's going on with Blanchard?
I don't know. Jealous, I guess. He just wasn't the right sort for me. Could you zip me up, Billy? Something wrong?
Now, this only adds to Bill's paranoia. His sister's ex-boyfriend, Blanchard, brings Bill a cassette tape filled with what sounds like the family having a weird, violent orgy. But when Bill goes to play the tape for his therapist, the tape now plays audio from his sister's coming out party instead. Bill attempts to get another copy of the tape from Blanchard, but he finds Blanchard involved in a fatal car crash. Later, Bill makes an appearance at a schoolmate's party hosted by the snobby Ferguson, who confirms that the first tape was real. Bewildered, Bill leaves the party with Clarissa, the girl he's been crushing on. Bill then attends Blanchard's funeral, where he and his pal Milo discover that the body may not be Blanchard's. Later on, Bill meets up with his class presidency rival, Martin Petrie, for information, only to discover his throat slit in his car. The next day at school, Bill informs the student body about Petrie's demise, only for Petrie to appear fresh as a daisy, saying he had car trouble. Through all of this craziness, Bill continuously confronts his family, trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Eventually, Bill gets drugged by the family and brought to a hospital, but he quickly wakes up and leaves. A fun fact here, this is the same hospital used in Halloween 2, starring Billy Warlock's real-life father, Dick Warlock, as Michael Myers. Still woozy, Bill goes to Milo and Clarissa, who tries to explain it all, and they both warn him not to go home. So what does Bill do? He goes home. Now, I am going to get into heavy spoilers with the ending here. So this is the time to skip to if you don't want the end spoiled. Bill arrives home to find a formal party occurring, and basically the whole town is there. His parents, his sister, his therapist, the town judge, Ferguson, Petrie, and even Clarissa. Bill's therapist, Dr. Cleveland, informs him that everyone at the party is actually a member of a different species, race, and class than Bill, and that they have to be born into society. Bill asks if they are aliens, and Dr. Cleveland replies that they are not, but they've been around as long as humans have. They then perform a demonstration as they bring in the very not dead Blanchard. The rich elite then get down to their skivvies and proceed to shunt. They start physically deforming and fusing together and start sucking all the nutrients out of that low-class shit, Blanchard. Blanchard then gets absorbed into them. It's a wicked orgy of grossness and stretched out body parts. Bill, however, escapes the fiasco and discovers his parents in their bedroom, having their own strange orgy. His father's head is now attached to his buttocks, and we get a really great line here.
Well, son, I guess you're right. I am a butthead. Hey, Bill.
Bill is then goaded into a fight with Ferguson, and let me tell you, the fight is amazing. I do have to leave something as a surprise for you, so I won't go into details. But Bill ends up escaping with the help of Milo and Clarissa, who has fallen for Bill. All right, what a movie. It touches on classism, family dysfunction, gluttony, just to name a few. This movie's pretty mind-blowing. And how in the world did it take me this long to watch this? And why are more people not talking about it? This film needs to be seen. Now, this film does have a strange release history. It premiered at the Shock Around the Clock Film Festival in London in 1989, where it was a success throughout Europe, but it didn't get an American release until 3 years later in 1992. Luckily, this film has been rediscovered a little bit and has been more appreciated by the horror community. Now, this movie might be a little too weird for some. We start getting weird before the opening credits, so that kind of serves as a heads up. There's a surreal aspect over the entire movie, which may throw some people off as well. And of course, the ending is quite disgusting. Some of the acting is also quite bizarre, but I believe it's completely on purpose. Everything in this movie is very deliberate. And I'm talking like Stanley Kubrick level deliberate. The bad acting, the awkwardness, the cheesiness, all on purpose. This is a biting commentary on how the rich treat the poor and how they get away with just about anything. It's very cleverly done. It starts as a weird mystery, then evolves, or devolves maybe, into absolute madness. They go balls to the wall with this one, and I'm here for it. The special effects makeup from Screaming Mad George is gooey, it's gross, it's slimy, disgusting, all of that. But you can't keep your eyes off of it. I read George was inspired by the paintings of Salvador Dali, so that kind of gives you an idea what this kind of looks like. Overall, I really enjoyed this one, and I'm going to give Society the Golden Bat Award. 5 bats out of 5. It's not for everyone, but I would recommend this film to body horror fans, surrealist fans, fans of David Cronenberg or David Lynch, and I would like to think that this is the type of movie you'd put on when you have a bunch of friends over that have never seen it, then you turn it on and watch their reactions. You'll thank me later. And remember, if you don't belong, they'll eat you alive. Until next time, adios, adios.